Hello everybody and welcome to the L7 YouTube channel. Now, I know I've been quiet recently and there is a very good reason for that. May 3rd last year, unfortunately I was hit by a F-150 while I was out riding a motorcycle and it put me in hospital for 12 weeks. I was in the ICU for 3 weeks and I've had 21 operations so far with another 4 to go. Pretty much broke the entire left-hand side of my body, which is why in all these videos you'll see that my left leg is kind of huge because my tibia is still broken now, and I've had all my elbow and everything, that's all got to get reconstructed, and all my arms. So if you see me get on it. If you see me, for instance, wearing house slippers, it's because my left foot is too big for trainers, but it helps me work in the shop. I went ahead and deleted everything off this channel to start afresh. There's a perfectly good reason, because obviously I'm in a new shop. You can see here, got a build going on there, got a build going on there, got a couple of builds here. And I'm gonna link all these videos together. All the stuff will be time-lapsed because I'm on my own. And I like to listen to music, but I still want you guys to see what's going on. Obviously the story, there's a lot more to it about what happened, especially with how my previous employees stole from me while I was on the operating theater. But that all put to one side, we are here, we are ready to go, we have been going. So sit back, enjoy. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Want to see anything specific? Again, leave it in the comments. But we are back full force, kind of, with Landrover Defenders. So these are the big ass 35s that we got going on the Defender. Nice. Love the smell of fresh rubber.
Yeah, right.
Just got back from having the tires mounted. I called by the house because I had some stuff from wire ram and adrenaline. So now we're going to get all these mounted, taken out the back of the truck and mounted on this old girl. These are the extended brake lines from Jurt Pioneer 4x4, made in England. And then these are the cranked arms, because we've lifted it 3 inches. These are the cranked arms made by James at Adrenaline, also in England. Awesome to look at and think that this is what I'm building. And of course the compressor kicks in. That now is I've got one side panel on over there, using up all new stainless steel bolts and everything from wire ram. I got loads of kits, all the seals, real, everything, all from YRM, all in stainless. So we know we're cushy. That side is done. So now I'm going to do this side, and I think I'm going to time lapse it because you guys haven't want to see that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I've got one more bolt to do, which is this one here, and that just goes in there. But like I said, YRM do these stainless steel kits, and they're perfect like that. But that's on, all lined up, nipped up, and then we've got to do the other piece. We've got to do is this one. See how it's all rotted out? Because even though it's aluminium, you know, we still get this shit. So I've got to take these pieces off again. Ooh, look at that colour. Get this in there, get that all sorted. Then we can start building this up. Then we can get the front fenders on and everything. So, whew, lots of work to do. Look at that orange one. Delicious. Okay, so I've got the cranked arms. I'm just trying to think now. I'm going to time lapse this because I am on my own. But I'm going to get the other window in. Just the back and the side, get that all riveted in. Then I'm going to move on to the cranked arms. Then I've got to do the back seats, replace that panel, and also we're putting bucket seats in the back. So there's a lot to do. I'm going to FaceTime. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm going to time lapse a lot of it, and then I'll show you all when I get done. But this thing's going to be beautiful. Before you hurt yourself, just leave. Okay, so windows are all in, that side. That'll go in properly when I put the roof on. And then the only thing left to do in there and over here on this bit is put the plastic filler things in, rubber filler things in. But now I've got bushes to fit, and they're polyurethane, so they're gonna be a pain, but we're gonna get these all bushed up and then switch them out over there. Okay, so I know I've not really been talking because I've been just trying to crack on with this, and it's not easy when your leg is still broken and your elbow's still messed up and whatnot. But that's the new cranked arm. Switch that out, takes a lift in consideration. Rears are already on and they look bloody gorgeous. Look at that back end. So this is what I'm kind of working on. Right, and then that is that one in. And yes, it was a pain in the ass, just like you would think, because these are obviously poly bushes. So I always tend to, on these, I put the bolts in the other way as well. I go that way because it's a lot easier to go that way than it is this way with these bolts. So I do the hockey stick there first, and then I'll put a ratchet strap there and up on this hole here, and just pull, line that up, pull it through, and then zip it with the fucking with the gun. But there we go. Now just do the other side. So you never know what happens when you're recording and working and doing all the jazz. And my mate called me and said, hey dude, I need to get the 90 out the shop, out of the garage. Can you have a look at it? And let's come up with a game plan. So his 90's just turned up, MOD. Look at it. Look at this old girl. Look at this old girl. Oh, I cannot wait to get her off. It's an MOD. like a Ministry of Defence 90. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Who knows, I might buy it. Absolutely mint. Like mint. There is nothing on this truck. No rust, no rot, no anything. Look at that chassis. Like absolutely gorgeous. And obviously with it being an MOD, series half doors. They're unloading it, we're gonna have a quick little look. So, Spanish Army, absolutely perfect. Got your gun rack, gun holder right there, one seat in the back. This is perfect, I love it. I am tired and I am exhausted. So much has gone on. Obviously, that one was being detailed. Then we had the MOD Defender turn up, and then I've been working obviously on this one, test fitting the fenders, getting the triangle pieces on, and I'll show you what else. All this was corroded, so spoke to YRM, Ronnie at YRM, new cross member and new pieces, and we're actually putting buckets in the back. So did that, put this piece back on, got this piece all back on, test fitting the fenders. These aren't the ones that are going on it, but I had them here, so I'm going to test fit those. And now we're going to put the roof on. Gosh, you show your titties. You show it, sorry. It's only for YouTube. Yeah. Tag me. Tag you. Good morning. It's a new day. It's a fresh day. And I am exhausted. But look what I get to walk into. Isn't this just like the coolest? So we're going to be doing some more things on the green one. I've got to arrange a few things, sort a few things, but let me show you what I got sorted yesterday that I forgot to record because I was just in one of those moods. You know when you get in one of those moods, you just want to just do stuff? Yeah, I was in that mood, but this is where we are. Oh, look how pretty she is. So my friends helped me put the roof on. It's not on, it's just placed because obviously I've got to do the seals and work it and whatnot. I got the flooring in and done. I'm going to add some brackets, I think, if we need them, because we're doing buckets in the back. And we got the first front fender on, or front wing as we call it. Now it's bolted here, zip tied there, because I've got inner arches I've got to do. But, ladies and gentlemen, just look at the girl. Isn't she a work of art? Doesn't she look good? Like, considering the state of, you know, the condition that I'm in, you know, I think I'm doing pretty well. So yeah, we've got the seat books restored and in. That's the seat finally in, and you can see it's beautiful against the Porsche oak green with the tanned leather, and that's obviously genuine Harris tweed from Scotland. As everybody knows, we get our interiors from Lucari over in England. So I'm going to go ahead, got to bolt this side down. Okay, so this is where we're at. We got all the bolts in, all the way down. The seal is kind of sat pretty nice. But what we got to do now, because you have to leave everything loose in a Land Rover on the roof, because you've got to pull the roof forward. As you can see, those holes have to line up with there. Duke's just turned up. Those holes have to line up there and up here. So now I've got to try and just pull those close, get these in, and then work on the roof. Hey, it is Sunday morning and we are back in the shop after we bed lined all this stuff. Now the 90 we're not going to touch, obviously, for a minute, but we are going to get the fenders and the top plates onto the green one. But first, we've got to take the front wings or fenders, we've got to take them off. So this is kind of how it's going to look. I've got to take a few of the bolts off here, the stainless steel hardware that we put on, and get this all attached. But that's how it's going to kind of go on. I'm going to time lapse it because the compressor keeps kicking on. I've got the big fan on, and you don't need to hear all this noise. Make sure we are nipped up and tight. See, nice little nip there. Yep. 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 Push. Right, now for the hard part. There's another bolt that goes up there in a tiny one, but you just crack those off a little bit, bring them back, and the fender slots into that place. I say slots, it never just slots in. Just trying to find a good balance on it. Okay, and that's one inner fender in. We've got the other fenders or the arches on their way. But there we go. So now we've got to do exactly the same on the other one, but we've got the liner there and then the satin on the inside. Very nice and clean. It's getting humid. We're definitely going to start getting this rain coming in. But set the mood, got all the round lights on instead of the big ones. And I wanted to stop here because we've got the fender on, we've got the tops on, and now we're going to put the lights in. So these are just temporary M6s, so I knew what thread, so I've ordered some nice ones for that. And then we've got our headlights from Infinite. They're going in, and then I got brand new buckets as well for this. So that goes into that, and then that goes into that. This is just the fiddly bit because everything's so small, but you do not want to lose your screws and what have you. So that just goes on like so. Get one nipped up. Now, I was never ever this clumsy before, ever. Come on. There we go, there we go. Make sure it's catching, yep, there we go. Snug, like so, that's what you'll end up with. Okay, and then pop this bad boy back in there, clip it there. Like so. Alright, come on. And then clip it up there. And then your retaining screw is down here. And it's literally this simple. Voila! One infinite headlight. And then we just pop it in. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? Perfect. It's basically one fender and then inner arch and everything on and the light on. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, but I'm probably going to time lapse that because I think you've probably bored enough.